2018 Kia Stinger review. It's not only good for a Kia, it's essential compared to anything at all, well above its cost. As stylish because latest Kias are becoming, they typically haven't had the performance and handling to check. That all changes using the all-new Kia Stinger. The Stinger represents an important step forward with the South Korean manufacturer. Its aggressive yet graceful design sticks out among the relatively anonymous sedans, sticking with the same pricing. Even better, the Stinger performs with a level that is certainly well above our expectations for the modest price. It's about exactly the same size as Kia's Optima sedan but is leaner, sleeker and much more powerful. In the top-spec GT trim, the Stinger boasts 365 horsepower, available all-wheel drive, along with a refined and comfy interior. Whether it's by numbers or appearance, Kia's Stinger impressively challenges similar luxury-branded vehicles. Yet you can still find going to be some traditional Audi, BMW and Mercedes-Benz pers who won't bother with all the Stinger because doing so lacks enough prestige. That's their loss. The Stinger isn't just beneficial to a Kia, it's essential compared to anything at all, well above your buck. Notably, we picked the 2018 Kia Stinger as one of best AWD sedans, plus the 2018 Kia Stinger GT is the best sports sedans with this year. What's new? The 2018 Kia Stinger can be an all-new model. The 2018 Kia Stinger at its best gets hotter as the performance to back up its sporty appearance. As such, a lot more potent GT having its V6 engine. Stick using the classic rear-wheel drive powertrain until you live in an area with frequent bad weather. The standard Stinger GT has enough functions to skip the GT1 and GT2 upgrades. We like that each one of the advanced security measures are available over the lineup. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Kia Stinger is usually a four-door sedan which is a fastback-like hatch, which is available in 5 trim levels. The base rear-wheel drive Stinger is powered with a turbocharged 2.0-litre 4-cylinder engine, 255 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, and is also mated for an 8-speed automatic transmission. All-wheel drive is obtainable on all models as a possible option. Standard features to the base Stinger include 18-inch wheels, automatic headlights, LED running lights, heated and power-folding mirrors, front and back parking sensors, keyless entry and ignition, selectable drive modes, cruise control, dual-zone automatic climate control, leather upholstery, heated and power-adjustable front seats, 6040 split-folding rear seats, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, a rear-view camera, a 7-inch touch screen, 3 USB ports, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and also a 6-speaker stereo audio with satellite radio. All-wheel drive models include a heated tire. The premium trim adds LED headlights, a sunroof, a power-adjustable tire, a more substantial driver information display, a universal garage door opener, driver memory functions, an 8-inch touchscreen plus a 15-speaker Harman Kardon head unit. The Kia Stinger GT employs a turbocharged 3.3-litre V6, 365 horsepower, 376 lb-ft. Feature submissions are similar towards the base Stinger but upgrades to 19-inch wheels, Brembo brakes, adaptive suspension dampers, a launch control system, variable steering ratios, several exterior embellishments, aluminium pedals and scuff plates, a flat-bottom steering wheel and also a 9-speaker speakers. The GT1 trim adds the premium features together with auto-dimming exterior mirrors and extra performance meters. At the top in the lineup will be the GT2 trim that finishes it off using a limit-slip differential, a hands-free trunk lid, a head-up display, premium leather upholstery, and upgraded front seats with ventilation. Automatic wipers are available, being an option for all Stingers. The GT2 also incorporates these advanced security features that are optional on supporting trims: adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning and intervention, a person attention monitor, automatic high beams, and blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically also comes in multiple versions which can be fundamentally similar. The S within this review derived from our first drive in the 2018 Kia Stinger GT2 sedan turbo 3.3 litres V6, 8-speed automatic, AWD. Driving. The Stinger GT has performance chops to back up its striking looks. Acceleration is strong at any speed, plus the engine is well paved after you aren't hammering the pedal. Handling and steering are fantastic at this price. Paddle shifters won't maintain the transmission in manual mode indefinitely. Acceleration. The Stinger GT doesn't launch quite hard from a full stop, but nail the accelerator at speed and you'll be stunned at the thrust through the twin-turbo V6. Even which is a car brimming with people, it's quick. We posted 0.60 miles per hour, duration of 5.0 seconds, slightly slower than performance-minded luxury sports sedans. Braking. The brakes activate rich in the pedal stroke, but braking force is gradual and isn't grabby, rendering them easy to modulate in traffic. In performance driving, you need to hit the pedal harder than you would imagine to slow the Stinger quickly, though the sticky summer tires perform exceptionally well. Steering. The steering effort is moderate, in contrast using the too light feeling in other Kias, and increase appreciably within the sport mode. The Stinger responds the instant you start moving the wheel, nonetheless it never feels darty, and that is welcome and suitable for a sporty sedan. Handling. This big hatch exhibits some body roll, even though the dampers come in a sport setting. Still, the Stinger GT handles well and is particularly pretty fun to hustle around corners, especially if you reduce the number of stability control intervention. Drivability. The engine exhibits predictable acceleration within the standard comfort driving mode. Eco mode dulls acceleration with light to moderate pedal application, while Sport helps make the Stinger feel a little more energetic. Sport also introduces harsher shifts on the otherwise smooth shifting transmission. Comfort. The Sport seats make you stay in place and still have many adjustments but aren't comfortable for everybody. The ride is amicable, even during Sport mode, and exterior noise is filtered out. Heated front seats. A standard is often a heated controls on AWD models, but heated rear seats aren't offered by all. Seat comfort. The front seats are supportive and give multiple adjustments, such as the side bolsters, though the padding might feel overly firm for a lot of. The seat's bottom is additionally on the narrow side, that can have most pressing resistant to the thigh bolsters. Rear seats can also be stiff and also the bench is actually flat. Ride comfort. The Stinger's ride is definitely pleasant from the standard comfort driving mode, on account of adaptive dampers standard on all GT models that erase road imperfections. Road undulations include the car's only weak spot, causing some floatiness. The ride is firmer, however livable, in sport mode. Noise and vibration. The thrum on the engine is often present, and you won't notice it much during live throttle conditions. Dig into the pedal or use it into sport mode and augmented engine noise filters in the cabin. It sounds good and not addictive. Road noise. It's generally quiet, wind noise is almost non-existent. Climate control. Dual zone climate control is within the front, using a separate temp dial with the rear vents. Normally, the climate system keeps the cabin appropriately warm-cool, The engine stop-start system significantly reduces fan speed once the engine is off, that may make the cabin momentarily unpleasant. Interior. The Stinger isn't a small car, however it feels tight inside. Rear passengers develop the toughest time, using a low roof and limited tow room. Rear visibility isn't as good as with other mid-size sedans. The driver has it the top, by having an excellent seating position and ergonomic control layout. Ease beneficial. The driver's armrests are merely the right height to help you rest your elbows while holding the wheel at 3 and 9 o'clock. Buttons are clearly labelled and all too easy to understand. The touchscreen is really a bit of any reach, almost as if Kia planned to employ a dial controller and changed its mind in the last minute. Getting in, jetting out. The deep-set pedal and wide door sill might make for an awkward exit for tall drivers or people with limited flexibility. The rear sloping roofline means most passengers should duck to get in the back. The doors are light and all too easy to open. Driving position. The seats inside GT2 trim will be more configurable than others in other trims, with adjustable side bolsters and thigh extension. A wide range of vertical and horizontal range makes certain that drivers of all sizes will get an agreeable position. The controls has lots of tilt and telescoping range. Roominess. There's a great sense of space beforehand, with lots of legroom plus a wide center armrest. Tall drivers might brush resistant to the headliner, especially since a sunroof comes standard on all. Nevertheless, the base Stinger. There's less headroom inside back due on the sloping roofline. Rear legroom is definitely okay. Visibility. The narrow front pillars promote decent forward visibility, however the high hood and low lung seating position may make it hard to place the front on the car. The upward sloping beltline toward the rear and also the large rear pillar compromise the three-quarter view. Quality. Some buttons are given to other vehicles in Kia's lineup, however, some of this trim is exclusive. There are faux leather coverings within the doors, and also the aluminum-looking trim for the doors and dash looks good. The armrest pads can be a little hard, however it's difficult not to ever be stunned at this Kia. Utility. There's more space inside Stinger's cargo area than any like-minded sedans. Climax smaller in dimensions than the Buick Regal Sportback as well as the BMW 3 Series GT. The rear seats don't quite drop flat, even so the high pivot point means you simply won't have to move top seats toward fold them. Small item storage. There are two decent-sized cup holders before, along that has a small tray below the middle stack plus a shallow, wide bin in the armrest. The door pockets are smaller at the spine, nevertheless the armrest's cup holders are simply as accommodating as those inside the front. You also get nets behind each front seat. Cargo space. As a hatchback, the Stinger offers greater cargo flexibility when compared to a comparable sedan. The cargo area is wide and rectangular, with small pockets behind the spine wheels. The GT2 also comes having a hands-free hatch, simply stand behind the bumper for a couple of seconds. The rear seats don't quite fold flat. Child safety seat accommodation. 4 latch anchors are hidden behind covers that fold because you press documented on them. The anchors can be inset pretty far on the front on the covers. The tethers are situated about halfway along the seat back. You should move the cargo cover to achieve the tether points. Technology. The Stinger is full of tech, starting having a sharp touchscreen and standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. A suite in the latest driving aids is obtainable, and yes, it doesn't cost excessive on trims where it is not standard. Destination input strangely doesn't use predictive text. Audio and navigation. Most models come using a 15-speaker Harman Kardon head unit that, to the most part, sounds darn good. No trim, window or speaker rattles when turning the bass and volume all the way up. Good volume output with radio and many connected media, though Spotify was surprisingly restrained. Smartphone integration. There are 2 USB ports below the middle stack, one for data and something charge-only. There's another charge-only port behind the console for rear passengers. The system are able to play audio files from your USB drive, however it didn't work on our tester. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Driver aids. A rear view camera and front rear parking sensors are standard. All additional driving aids, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, etc. are included inside comprehensive and cost-effective Kia DriveWise package. It can be ordered on any trim except the GT2, where it's standard. Voice control. Although the machine prompts you to utilize a set menu of voice commands, in addition, it has limited natural speech detection. It can navigate to general locations, the nearest coffee or Starbucks, for instance, but doesn't understand specific poise, for example, Disneyland.